Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on into a full moon lunar eclipse energy reading. I've had to kind of sit with this for a minute, not because it's bad, but because it's good and it's big and there's a lot that wants to come through. And so I just wanted to be really quiet and still to bring through the clearest message for you at this time. So this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in Scorpio. All right, the sun is in Taurus, and then opposite the sun is going to be the moon at 14 degrees 58 minutes of Scorpio. This is a very, very powerful moon, and it's a very powerful energy that is going to impact us all in some way, shape, or form. If you have anything on like 14, 15 degrees of Scorpio, you're going to feel it the most. But anything actually between 10 and 20 degrees of Scorpio in any area of your chart, you're going to feel this energy, especially if you are a fixed sign or a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising. The moon is officially, the lunar eclipse officially begins at May 5th, 11:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but for some of you, it may be occurring on May 6th, depending on where you're at in the world. So what Spirit wanted me to bring through with this full moon? This is a time of death and rebirth. We have the Death card. And it's funny, I was asked to use this deck. This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments for the symbolism and the demonstration of the energy. And this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio is actually called the flower moon. And this card is showing you with the death energy that there is a blossoming, that there is a birth, that there is a major transformation taking place for all of us. What Spirit was saying to me is this full moon lunar eclipse, it's not just rebirth energy, it's second life energy. And let me explain that. For all of us, especially those on the ascension path, we have been through darkness. We have been through dark nights of the soul. We have been through challenges, obstacles. We have been through things that would destroy most other people. And yet we're still standing. We're still here. And so what Spirit was saying with this full moon is that it's a birth of the you came to be in this world. What emerges, who emerges from this energy is the you that you have been preparing for, preparing to birth into this world since you came out of the womb. Everything that you have been through prior to this time here and now was preparation and fertilizer for your growth, for your blossoming. And so Spirit is really saying with this, it's like we are all coming into full bloom, whatever that means for you. But it is a powerful time of reflection, with the moon reflection, really seeing ourselves, really knowing ourselves, getting into the depths. Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto. Pluto is the depths, going down deep. And so many of us have had to do that our entire lives. But it is for this moment, for us to rise, for us to blossom, for us to transform and bloom into the beautiful expression of who we came to be in this world. And so through the energy that we are going through right now, Spirit is letting you know with the Judgment card, there is a lot of truth attached to this full moon, okay? You're going to get information. You're going to get downloads. You're going to get intuitive nudges. You're just going to have the knowing of what your path is, what direction you're meant to go in, what your calling is. You're just going to have that information that you need to know at this time to bring all aspects of your life and your experience into balance with temperance. It's like there is a balancing out of energy, of the cosmic scales, of karma. It's just a time to really allow what's ending to fall away. With the Tower, don't hold on to anything that isn't serving you. Don't hold on to anything that's crumbling or blowing up, because again, it needs to die. It needs to end for the new to be reborn, for the new you to be reborn. The other really powerful message with this energy is about birth and how we have been sort of in a period of gestation throughout our lives, throughout our experiences. It's been like we've been in the womb, ready to be birthed. And so right now, this is the birth time. But with that, there are labor pains, right? There are challenges. There are, again, things that are going to end that you're not meant to hold on to because you need them to fall away to come into the highest version and the highest expression of yourself on your ascension journey. But that brings up a lot of fear. It brings up a lot of anxiety. Like, I never really have anxiety, and I had a lot of anxiety this morning because I can feel the anticipation of the air of great change, of great transformation. And it's like this primal life force energy, but it's very, it's something that you can't control. It is very Tower energy. But Towers can be equally as good because this is a time of blossoming. For many, your Tower is going to be like a meteoric rise into success, into your highest timeline. Again, this birthing process with this lunar eclipse is about you coming into the fullest expression of who you were meant to be in this world. Your divine blueprint, your life purpose is being activated in the greatest way possible here and now. And so that can be a little scary. It can be a little intimidating. It can be a little anxious. You're not meant to fear during this time, even if you're feeling afraid. You're just meant to be. You're just meant to be you. You're just meant to live and express your authentic truth in a way that makes you feel good. All right, because we are still in Taurus season. Taurus is ruled by Venus. That is the Empress. That is pleasure. You're just meant to find your joy and follow your bliss unapologetically at this time. And that's going to bring you through this process into your second life. Your second life is bliss. Your first life was darkness and hardship and challenge and struggle. And your second life that is being birthed right now is joy, abundance, love, thriving. And so you're just meant to be in it. Follow your joy, follow your bliss. and it'll help you to navigate these shifting energies and changing energies that are taking place. There's a lot of healing though with the Temperance card and things coming into balance. It's like you're gonna finally feel after this full moon lunar eclipse or over the next 6 months, like just things in your life are becoming more balanced, becoming more harmonious, becoming more easy. There's just this energy of flow where it's like you don't have to work so hard, you don't have to try so hard. You're just in the flow and allowing yourself to receive. And it's a very gentle energy, which is so funny because the times are so intense. And yet the energy that you, whoever you are who watched this video, if you resonate with me, understand that everything is energy and energy is resonant, which means like attracts like. And so even if you don't see it yet, even if you're in this moon energy where it's like confusing and you're doubting and you're going through a lot of shadow stuff, just go through it. Be gentle with yourself through the process, because you are coming out the other side. You are emerging, just like a lotus who plunges in the mud and then emerges into the light of the surface of the water. And for all the things that blossom, the lotus petals that blossom, that is what is happening for all of us at this time. All right. And so you don't have to be afraid of that. You just have to know yourself. And again, follow your joy, follow your bliss. That is going to help you navigate the most. The other thing, going back to truth, is about twins. Spirit was bringing through a message of twins, all right? And I am going to grab the card in this deck, and of course it was at the bottom already. Two of Cups. In this deck, to me, this is absolutely twin flame energy, cut from the same cloth, two hearts sealed as one. This is a depiction of Siamese twins, all right? But there is a portal for the birth of union happening with twins right now. But here is the tricky part, and this is where it could be triggering. For some of you, the truth that comes out is that there is a change with the connection of the person that you had chosen, the person that you were attached to, because they were not your true counterpart. They were not your true twin, all right? I don't want to see so much false twin energy. It's more just that person was a catalyst to get you on the path and to get you in the awareness of your twin flame experience. But they are not the person who you are meant to be in union with, okay? But for others of you, you are actually in an experience now with your true twin, and you're going to know after this lunar eclipse cycle, so within the next 6 months, because you'll either be in union or you'll be closer to union. All of sort of the darkness, all of the confusion, all of the karma, all of the situations in the current connection that have kind of blocked union are falling away with the Death card. They're falling away. And so you're coming up into the emergence of your union timeline, all right? For those of you who there is a connection that is going to end, that is fated to end for you at this time, and it breaks down and it brings you a lot of grief and sorrow, understand that death is the portal to new life. And when this situation breaks down, that is when you're allowing your heart to open up to your true twin and the true companion that you were meant to do this life with, okay? And you're going to know, because the connection is going to be very healing and very balanced for the both of you. It won't be this give and take, this runner chaser. It'll just be very, very balanced. There'll be a balanced union. There'll be this resonant connection between the two of you. And that's what's actually what is rebirthing for you now, is you're coming into that second chance for real love, for true companionship, okay? And so, again, just allow yourself to feel all of your feelings during this experience. Understand that the breakdown is the breakthrough, and there is beauty in the breakdown, even if it's painful, even if you feel like your heart is being ripped out because you had so believed and so attached yourself and your identity to this one person that you chose. Spirit is going to illuminate the truth for you in a way that brings in healing and brings you to your true partner and that true soul divine counterpart connection for you at this time. All right, so a lot of big energies, a lot of big changes and transformation, but again, understand that death is the portal to new life. Darkness is the portal to the light. Everything is born in the void. You know, they were giving me the analogy of a seed. A seed believes it's just a seed, and then it's plunged into the ground, it's plunged into the dirt, it's plunged into the darkness, and it grows. It goes through its period of growth. For some seeds, they take longer than others. But then what comes out, what pops up, what breaks through the surface and blossoms and blooms is so much bigger and so much greater than that one little seed. And that's what Spirit wants you to know about yourself and about what's going to take place in your life. Yes, there will be transformation. Yes, you may not recognize yourself after this process, and you may not recognize your life after this process, but it is truly for your highest good. So with that, let's get into the oracle cards. I am going to use the Starseed Oracle. Full moon, lunar eclipse energies. Spirit, higher self, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. Further messages do you want us to know about this full moon and the transformation that we are all going through at this time, from the darkness to the light? All right. Breath of the Cosmos. This is a beautiful card. It says, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Yes. We've got to surrender. This is a time where you cannot control the external events that are going to take place in your life. Many things that are coming are fated, and therefore your highest of good. And so this is a time to just say, thy will be done for the highest of good, and surrender to source. Trust life more, trust the universe more. And as you trust, you can come into this beautiful energy, because you'll know that your life is a canvas and that you are a co-creator with Spirit, and you can become the artist of your life through manifestation and creative accountability. Because we are co-creators, it is our thoughts, it is our emotions, it is our feelings, and it is our point of focus that creates our reality. And so Spirit is saying, you've really got to take accountability during this time for what you are creating. Are you creating that life of beauty? Are you creating everything that you want to manifest and have and experience in this second part of your life? Or are you continuing to play the old story, play the lack story, play the poverty story, play the unworthy of love story? You get to create, and Spirit's gonna let you create. So choose what you love and follow your bliss, and you'll create absolutely incredible things for yourself. We have the Star Keeper. It says, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. Yes, temperance, staying grounded, slow and steady wins the race. This energy is intense. And so, like I did today, where I just felt this level of anxiety go through me, I just turned everything off and sat down in silence to ground myself, to come back into center within myself. Whatever helps you ground at this time, utilize that, whether it's meditation, whether it's being outside in nature, whether it's exercise. This is a time for grounding, because you are seeding that light. You have already been the seed that was plunged into the darkness, plunged into the mud, plunged into the ground, and you are emerging up into the light, into your second life. And so because of that, you are seeding the light for others. You are the way shower, you are the light worker, you are the example for others. And so stay balanced, stay centered and grounded during this time. All paths lead home. Love this card. It says, enter authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. Because that energy of the Seven of Cups is so strong, there's so many options, there's so many decisions, there's so many illusions, there's a lot of deception in the external world. The truth is you. You are the truth. You have that inner authority. You have your intuition and inner guidance. Use it and turn your gaze within. All the answers, everything that you seek to know is within you, and it will come to you. You've got the Love. It says, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. This is what is ending. Those toxic situations, those karmic connections, that negative patterning in relationships. You are growing out of codependency because you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself and others. And that is what's going to bring in your true divine partner, or heal the connection that you have with your divine counterpart here and now. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have Whale and Orca Elders. It says, share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. This is a time where the throat chakra, and I'm really being activated and asked to wear a lot of blue because my throat chakra is expanding, but your throat chakra is being activated during the next 6 months. So it's going to be important to share your song, share your story, express yourself, however that shows up for you. If it's doing a video, if it's doing a TikTok and just sharing your story, sharing your experience, this is a time where your story is going to be part of your purpose. And so you're meant to share that with others. Dive deep. Be authentic, be you, but express the authentic truth of who you are to the world. Again, you are the light worker, you are the way shower, and the purpose of your life, the purpose of your experience is going to help heal the world, is going to help teach others. And so this is a time where you're blooming and blossoming into that highest version of yourself so that you can be the lighthouse for others, all right? Like Seers Tarot, Ace of Swords, you're gonna get clarity, you're gonna get information, you're gonna have the clear knowing. Listen to the downloads, listen to the divine inspiration. It's going to be stronger than ever. Crown chakra is being activated very strongly as well during this time too. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. What further messages do you want to bring through for all of us during this full moon lunar eclipse energy? Anything else? Okay. Hanged Man flew out. Your perspective is going to shift. You're going to have a change of mind because of the information and the downloads that are coming into your life. And this is what's going to bring in movement, action, and good news. We got the Page of Wands, which is my good news card. There is something good coming in for you. So pay attention really to the information that comes over the next 2 weeks specifically. You may not see change coming. You may feel sort of confused or indecisive at this time. Spirit is saying, get out of your head and into your heart. For some of you, what you don't see is that there is someone coming towards you with an offer of love and commitment with the Knight of Cups. For others of you, this could be an apology. And for others of you, again, it's just about getting out of your head and into your heart. What would make your heart sing? What would give you pleasure and bliss during this time? That's what you need to choose, and that's what you need to follow, and that'll bring you clarity. Also, a time of staying grounded. Because of the Two of Pentacles coming out, there is instability in the air. Not everything is as it seems. There are going to be changes and fluctuations with finances and choices and decisions. And so again, choose from the heart and stay balanced as much as possible, because that's what brings in that rebirth energy. She is rising up. She is ascending. We are all doing that right now. Again, it's not just rebirth. It's not just resurrection. It's second life. We're literally getting like a second opportunity to live the life of our greatest dreams and desires here and now. And so take the opportunity that the universe is presenting to you. With the Knight of Swords, there is action that you're going to need to take. You'll know because you'll be divinely guided to do it. Don't hesitate. This is not a time of waiting for the perfect timing or waiting for the perfect moment. When Spirit opens the door, it's go time, all right? And so you're just being asked to not procrastinate. You're also being asked, because there's so many swords, there's a lot of us that have a lot of doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, maybe feeling a bit defeated. And Spirit is like, get out of that energy. You got to clear and cut out all of the negative energy, negative self-talk, negative thinking, and really just trust yourself. Trust your inner guidance. There's a voice of the ego and there's a voice of the soul. This time period is going to help you to decipher and discern between the two. And so what's really important is to listen to your body during this time too, especially because we are in Taurus season, which is earth energy. What is your body telling you? What are you feeling? It's so important because you are wise. You have the guidance. You have the ability to see and know what others don't. You are the high priestess. You are rising into your greatest self, which means you're activating your spiritual self. You're merging with your higher self. And so really just begin to trust yourself and you will be okay. All right. Even if the energy is confusing, even if you're highly empathic and you feel like there's so much happening, ground yourself, take a step back, be silent, be still, and listen to your inner voice. Final messages, we are going to use the Sacred Symbol Oracle card deck. It's a powerful, powerful time though. Water is at the bottom. It is a full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Purge, cleanse, and clear your emotions. Come into emotional balance for whatever that means to you. That could be crying. That could be expressing your emotions. But understand your emotions are the key. Once you do, you will come into this energy of relief. But understanding your emotions means not being afraid to face your shadow and do the shadow work at this time. Pluto wants you to bring the darkness into the light, and so continue on doing that shadow work, because that's what's going to bring the creative inspiration, that spark of inspiration that helps you to take the action to release what no longer serves you, what no longer is meant to fit into your life. Because you are transforming, you are becoming the highest version of yourself, and you need to trust that. Remember, death is not the end. It is just the beginning of something new. One final message. Those were the cards that fell when I was shuffling, so I just put them on the bottom and I took them. But they resonate with the reading. One final message. Spirit's just asking you to meditate, okay? Stay grounded. Meditation, quiet time, spending time to yourself will help you to stay grounded during this time where you are activating past lives, future lives. All the timelines are merging into one. This is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. It's birthing here and now. You are coming online. You are becoming full bloom. This is your second life. Enjoy it. I'm sending you unconditional love. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful, enlightening full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Take care.